My next guest says Harrisburg is in need of reform, and if elected, she'll help that process by not taking perks. Hello again, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jen Boyette, and you're watching Comcast Newsmakers Candidates on Demand. With me this hour is Diane Allison. She is running for Pennsylvania State Representative in the 143rd District. She is also a Democrat, and of course we're talking about her campaign. It's nice to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of people running for office have been talking about the perks and how they're an extra and probably not necessary. What exactly are the perks that a legislator would get in Harrisburg?
Yes, there's full dental, vision, and health care for the legislator and their family. There's per diems of $152 a day, which are not vouchered. And there's a car lease and a number of other perks available.
Right.
Pension after 5 years.
Right. So just fixing those things has a lot to do with on the bigger picture of fixing reform in Harrisburg. Why do you think it's necessary?
Absolutely. I think the influence of money, whether it be lobbyists' money or the influence of the perks, makes things happen that should not happen in Harrisburg and keeps things from happening that should happen. So I think we need to control some of those things.
Right. I know Bonusgate affected a lot of people and inspired them to run. What inspired you to run for office?
I was approached to run, and I've had 30 years in community service, and I had to think long and hard about what I could do on the Harrisburg level versus the local level, and decided that if good people don't run, the system doesn't work. And so I decided to make the effort to run.
Right, and you've always been heavily involved in your community. I went on your website, and you have a lot of volunteer and community experience.
Yes, I've served in a variety of ways, from being on the Palisades School Board, including time as a president and vice president of the board, to serving on my Environmental Advisory Council and board of the Conservancy, to driving for Meals on Wheels for 15 years. So.
Right, right. And talking about the Conservancy, is environment very important to you?
Absolutely. That's a passion for me. I say green is not a color that I've put on to run for office. It's one that I've worn my entire life. It's always been a passion for me, and I try to walk the talk.
Right, especially around your district, which is where? Where is the 143rd?
The 143rd begins with a couple of precincts in Buckingham, Doylestown Township Borough, Plumstead, all the way up to Regalsville Borough.
Right, a lot of parks, but at the same time a lot of development and a lot of open space that needs to be protected.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
Sprawl is a big concern of ours, especially in the upper portion of the district, Tinicum, Bridgeton, Nakamixon, right. Plumstead, those areas.
If you are elected in the fall, what is the main thing on your agenda, would you say, to get things done in Harrisburg?
Well, I really would like to partner with others that are interested in making a change in Harrisburg and really getting in there to fight for the people. That's what my campaign has been all about, the people, and I would like to be a part of those changes.
Right. Are you talking to those people? Have you been around your district lines and asking people what they would like to see change?
Absolutely. I've been knocking doors the entire summer, and for the most part, they just want someone in Harrisburg that will fight for them, that will represent them, and be there for them.
Right. What about education and property tax? I know education is high on your agenda there, but of course it's a little bit of a hand-in-hand issue with the property tax.
Education is extremely important to me. Education is the underpinning of so many issues in our society. But I think there are ways that we can control costs in education, and that certainly would help in terms of property tax.
Right. And how do you do that? I think that's been the problem in Harrisburg, is we're trying to find that solution, and it's just been at bay for all this time.
We have to be creative in the things that we do in education, whether it be trying to pool teachers' insurance so that we can get a better cost on that, or creating new programs for students.
Okay, we are out of time already, but again, I mentioned your website. People can get more information about you there. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for watching. This hour's newsmaker has been Diane Allison. She's a candidate for Pennsylvania State Representative in the 143rd Legislative District in Bucks County. And this has been a special edition Newsmakers. You can see this segment and others on demand. Don't forget to vote on November 4th.